In this video, I'm going to show you 8 tips to get the best results from ChatGPT. So a lot of people use ChatGPT, but not many know how to prompt it properly or the things to do in order to get the best results from it. So let's see what you need to do to get the absolute best results from ChatGPT. So the first tip is that you need to be specific. So here's a prompt example. You're a digital marketing expert. You have helped businesses of all sizes acquire millions of customers and increase their revenue for 20 years. Your task is now to give the best advice when it comes to driving customer and revenue growth. You must always ask questions before you answer so that you can better zone in on what the questioner is seeking. Is that understood? So the reason why you need to be this specific is that when ChatGPT has a lot of details, it can understand your question better, it can answer you better. So it's very important that you're specific, you give it as many details as possible so that it gives you the best result possible. So the second tip is that you can request for summaries with ChatGPT. So in order to request for summaries with ChatGPT, you can use this prompt. So typically you can also just give it a long text and ask it to summarize it, maybe into key points or into a certain number of words. But this prompt is also very good. It says, it is important that I understand the main message and points contained in this. So then you describe the nature of the document and then condense the following text into a concise summary along with bullet points highlighting key insights and essential information for easy understanding. Then you insert the text that you want ChatGPT to summarize. And I'm pretty sure that this prompt is going to do a really good job of giving you a proper summary of any document you want. So another tip is that you need to learn how to prompt ChatGPT. So there are ways to start your prompts. There are ways to craft your prompts in order to get better results from ChatGPT. So for example, if you start your prompts with things like, can you explain what this is, or what are the steps to do so and so, or act as, like in my first example you saw that I said, I want you to act as an expert digital marketer or something like that. So act as, so if you want advice from an exercise point of view, you can say it should act as an exercise coach, an expert exercise coach. So these things can give you proper responses. So there are a lot of courses on how to prompt ChatGPT online. You can check them out and see what they offer. So the fourth tip is that you ask ChatGPT for the best ways to prompt it. So this is one of the best ways to get the perfect prompts for ChatGPT. So basically, here's a prompt to help you ask ChatGPT for the best ways to prompt it. So this prompt says, I want you to help me with a task. The task is, then you describe the problem, the outcome you want, the answers you're looking for, and any other context. So basically, when you do this, you get better results. How should I best phrase the prompt for you, ChatGPT, so that you understand it and give me the most detailed and comprehensive answer? So when you do this, it will give you prompts that will give you way better results than if you just prompted it with a generic prompt. So the fifth tip is that you need to provide context to ChatGPT. So context in that if it understands better what you're talking about, then it will be able to provide answers in a better form. So for example, if I wanted to ask for investment advice from a ChatGPT, I would say, assume that you are Warren Buffett and provide me with investment advice through a conversation where you respond to my inquiries in the way that Warren Buffett would. Please be as precise and detailed as possible with your responses. So rather than just say, provide me with investment advice, giving it more context allows it provides better results. So the sixth tip is that you need to ask ChatGPT for examples. So if you ask it for examples on the answers that is given to you, then it would most likely give you relevant examples that will aid in understanding or that will provide a better output to your question. So see, for this prompt, I'm saying, I want to learn how to create viral marketing campaigns on social media. give me the best tips to do this, and then give me 5 examples of brands that have used these techniques to achieve virality. So when ChatGPT gives me best tips to create viral marketing campaigns on social media, it will also give me examples of brands that have used those tips to actually achieve viral marketing. And so this would be way better for me than just giving me tips without having any examples there. So the seventh tip is that you need to ask ChatGPT follow-up questions. So, one of the beautiful things about ChatGPT is that when you ask it the first question and it gives you an answer, you can keep asking it follow-up questions till you get exactly what you're looking for. And these follow-up questions typically help you to get way better answers because you then zone in to exactly what you're looking for. So, for example, you can have a prompt that says, I want you to act as a small business consultant. Give me advice on how to grow my coffee shop from $3,000 revenue per month to $10,000 revenue per month in 1 year. When you ask ChatGPT this, then it gives you an answer, and then you can ask it more questions after the initial response to get more detailed answers that will help you. The last tip is that you need to experiment with temperature. So temperature basically in ChatGPT is from zero point 0.1 to 1. And what this does for you is that zero point 0.1 has less creativity and 1 has way more creativity. So typically, ChatGPT has temperature of around 0.7. So this is not your typical room temperature. This is just ChatGPT's temperature. And if you ask ChatGPT to set temperature to a higher value, it gives you more creative answers. If you ask it to set it to a lower value, it gives you more concise, direct answers. So, for example, you can have a prompt for what should I name my children's toys brand? Set the temperature to 0.1 and give me five concise brand names. So, with this, it's not going to be so creative, it's going to be straightforward, direct. But if I ask it to set the temperature to 1 and give me 5 brand names, it's going to give me very creative, out of the box brand names. So that's it. I hope you've learned something from this video. Thank you for watching and see you in my next video. Bye.